Yeah, so let's start with our vision, mission, and values that we cherish in BrandLoom. Yeah, so entire goal of our businesses is to enable our clients with the we make sure that their brands and startup resonate with our their audience, and we do it affordably and efficiently. For example, we had a client called Seychelles Medicals, and this client is basically about COVID test. So they were not getting traffic on their website. So what we did was we remapped their website and write quality content from them for them. And after within few months, that their traffic shot up to 10%. And then we also did it for one of our internal brands called Fabulously. It had like zero traffic, and within 6 months it shot up to 60% or 60k. That means 60,000. So that's our goal, business goals, to apply branding, digital e-commerce design capabilities to enable startups and brands to develop world-class skills, ability, and meet consumer needs efficiently. And our strategy is focused on helping clients to improve their performances. Just like I gave example of Seychelles and Fabulously, to provide organic traffic to them, and then we deliver the product services more efficiently. Like we work for some of the clients for their social media handles. For example, Vision Care, I personally write their social media handles, social media posts, and then they grow. Then our goal is to make sure that their businesses grow, their existing businesses grow, and market globally. Then we cherish integrity, honesty, cooperation, constant learning, principled entrepreneurship at the heart of everything that we do. So we always try to make sure that whatever we present, it has that integrity. We try to make sure whatever content that we write, it's proofreaded. It has no possible no major issues, and then we make sure that our clients are happy with our deliverables. And these are our pyramids, value pyramids. So let's go through them one by one. Like I mentioned, we do the right thing. The integrity is foundation of everything that we do, and our clients appreciate that. If you go to our BrandLoom Instagram handle, you can see so many client testimonials where they are appreciating our team, our work, and all that things that we have done for them. So whenever we have this integrity as a foundation, then we are able to develop honesty, trust, and transparency through our client, and we are able to do the right thing. And then we depend on each other. For example, whenever you can notice, as a writer, sometimes we have to collab with a design team, and then we also have to talk with a brands manager from time to time. So they help us understand how our business works. For example, whenever I have some question regarding the content that I write, I always speak with my brand manager and get all my queries solved. So when we depend on each other, that help us grow. And then it comes to self-development others. And I can give you my example. Like when I started BrandLoom, it was I think last year March. I literally had no much. I only know how to write blogs, and that's all. But right now I can know how to write scripts, how to write social media posts, how to do research, how to do branding analysis and all. And so as you work, you learn so many things. I also can write. I'll also can say how to beat the competition. So whatever that we do here, it helps us grow, also as an individual and as an employee. So if I try to elaborate, this world is changing all the time. With constant learning, we are always evolving to do better and serve our customer better. Our aim is to create an ecosystem where our team and clients can thrive and help each other prosper. So that's what we are doing. And then drive efforts like an entrepreneur. So in my personal experience, I can tell you I handle social media posts of 3 brands as of now. The first is WhatsApp. The second is Mindlit, and the third one is Vision Care. So basically, I handle all 3 brands. and also I decide what should go to, like what post should I write and what post I shouldn't write. So at this point, I'm able to understand which is going to be like suited better on the social media handles. So then it kind of infuse this entrepreneurship in me. So I'm able to handle all the brands on myself. And then when we develop all these 3 points, then of course we are able to deliver results. So we put our customer first, and every decision that we make is aimed to serve their needs and satisfy them. We bring 100% to the table and deliver the result that we promise. So this is our entire business procedure. Okay, so today's topic is how to create social media post. Like, excellent one. So first we have to understand what is social media marketing and why it is necessary. So as you can see, the entire goal of social media marketing is to help us promote our products and services. And why? Well, like, what the result of all this? Like, why should we engage our businesses into social media marketing? So this is our pointers that will help. So it creates brand awareness. So if you have anything like something to sell to your customers, first you have to create brand awareness. So social media marketing help us with this. And of course, when we do social media marketing, we kind of get a certain amount of followers, and for them we have to engage them and engage with something, with the content. So social media help us engage our followers, and through social media marketing we also run social media ad campaigns like Google ads and FB carousels. So it also help us with our reach, and then it's also increase our sales and also drive our website traffic, because I'll show you how it drive our website traffic later on this presentation. And then we are able to analyze our result. So whenever we are engaged into social media marketing, we are able to analyze our results that we get through our social media marketing. So here are the major social media platforms. So of course, at the top is Facebook. Second place is dominated by Twitter, and then third one is LinkedIn, then Instagram. So as we were discussing, so when we generate leads, then of course we create a loyal fan base. So social media help us create loyal fan base by 61%, and then we are able to improve our sale by 60%, and then it provides marketplace insight by 56%, and it also helps us grow our business partnerships by 50%. So this statistic is as per Statista website. I have provided the link here. Anyone interested, they can go to this link and have a look at that. So now let's discuss about social media copies. So there are different types of copies. The first one is called static post. So in this static post, we have different types of like a post. So one of the posts is a meme post, where we post memes. And there are service promotions, where we promote a specific service that we have to mention in our particular post, in one post. And there are usually 6 posts in a week. So this is actually additional information that I'm trying to give. There are totally 6 posts in a week, and these all are type. So also second posts are engagement posts, where we ask question, polls, and other engagement activities that we can do. And there are GIFs. GIFs are basically 7 to 15 second videos, where it's like we get short review of a particular, for example in WhatsApp, like I make GIFs. So in that, what I do is I give a particular preview of a video, and I make a GIF based on that. And then there are short videos, which basically are up to 30 seconds, and these are the most effective ones. If you ever try to like analyze some popular social media handles, you will always see the videos have the most views and most engagement. So that's why they are told to be the most effective ones. And there are also carousel posts, where you can see there are too many slides. So basically these are the types of social media copies that we usually do in our businesses. And then let's look at some good examples of social media copies. Now this is one of internal brands, Mindlit, and I have written the copies of this, and I have suggested the the image here. So what, as you can see here, awaken your hidden artist. So I have suggested the design team to put this image. So as you can see, this particular image is quite artistic in itself. So both this title and both this image go hand in hand. So it's become complementary to the overall post. And then stand tall amidst difficult situations. So what I told graphic designer is to portray a mountain that is standing tall. So nothing can stand tall like mountain. So as you can see, your mountain is standing tall. So again, both are complementary to each other. And then there's a famous quote that you may have heard: when there is a will, there is a way. So I try to portray this pic. I suggested this pic to our graphic team. So as you can see, it's quite impossible how this person have managed to I know I'm not this all I think this all are buckets, like I'm not sure what is this, but it represents the both image, the both title and the image. When there is a will, there is a way. So as you can see, anything is possible. We get that message.
Just hold on, Siddharth.
Yeah.
Can you just go back?
uh, here.
No, no, not there. When you talked about the buckets and all, can you just repeat that part?
This one.
Yeah. Yeah. So you just said something about buckets. You said that you didn't understand. Can you explain?
Oh yeah,
Can you
actually what
run
I
through
mean,
it
I'm not able to understand what these things are. Like I think it's some like
again?
some
Okay.
bucket or something, I think.
Okay. Okay.
But
Sure.
it my point was it's going like hand in hand with the title I'm trying to like portray here. When there is a will, there is a way. So when you see
Sure.
this particular artwork, then you're able to see like it rings a bell. Yeah, anything is impossible. If you have a will, then you will find a way. So that was my point in this particular like post. And of course some bad examples, and of course there are many examples. I chose this 3 examples because I find it quite interesting, and I've noticed that not many social media handles do this. Like the sync in their like in their title and their copy that they try to portray. Mindlit, for example, it's all about motivation. So this particular artworks are going like good. Actually, I like them a lot. Now some bad examples of social media copies. So this was one of the social media handle that I come across. It's called the Villain, I think. They are like promoters of, like they promote perfumes and all. So as you can see here, the title is not very much. I would say like it's not good. Conqueriment might, like it gives negative connotations. Like what this are like what they are trying to portray here, and I think Shukti have pointed it out that it gives a negative vibe. So if like someone say, if we can see that there was a recent controversy on the Myntra logo of the Myntra. So the M of that Myntra, there was some like some person like find it quite offensive, and we know there was like whole lot of controversy regarding that. So this particular brand, the whole agenda of this particular brand is to like we are all villains. I mean like hero nahi villain. That is their tagline. So they always try to portray like some bad boy stuff. So I think in this particular post, it got out of hand. I mean, I'm not sure how many people noticed it, but you can say it give a very negative connotation. Like what is trying to say, conquer with might, like what, and what is like trying to portray here. And then here are some like famous examples of how if we don't proofread, we kind of damage our brand image. So here's this brand called Business Line, and you can here notice there are some typos here. We have tips, TP, tame them too, and also it's quite obscure. Like I'm not able to understand what they are trying to say here because it's all text
This
here.
is this is the this is about the share market. This is business life. So they are talking to their target audience.
Yeah, but it's a quite a neat, I would say. And also there are, I think the main issue here with this are typos, I would say too. And same with Parleji, tribute to all mothers. Ma, you are and it is a type of mothers. So it all like changes the meaning. So we have to like be very careful we have to proofread our titles and make sure that like best copy goes to our social media handles. So these were some good and bad examples. And this particular brand called the Minimalist and the Man Company, which I found quite I found their social media work quite interesting. So apart from the good and bad examples I gave you, so this is also just two examples that I'm trying to say that I actually like social media posts of there. I actually follow this social media handle called the Minimalist. I like their social media posts. They always try to be creative with some of their posts, and you can go to their like social media handles and see for them. And the Man Company is also quite good with their presentation. So you can check this out handles. Yeah, and then what we have to the things we have to keep in mind while creating our social media post. So we have to make sure that we don't use trigger words. For example, there are certain words that algorithm of certain, like say Facebook, they try to like reject certain words. For example, if we use kill, murder, or any negative words, then algorithm of Facebook and other social media handles, they will try to like reject our post, or they will try to index in a such a way that not many people will find it. So we have to, the first thing we have to make sure that we don't use any trigger words in our copies, especially in our titles. And then second point we have to make sure that the title is catchy and concise. It shouldn't be like it shouldn't be too long. It should be on the point. It should create and like just for example that I shown here, stand tall amidst difficult situation, awaken your. It's short and it's precise. And then we have to use hashtags. I'll try to show you the demo. I'll show you how we research hashtags. So basically in hashtag we do hashtag research. I'll show you how we do it. And then end with CTA. So whenever you create your as a social media copies, you always have to end with a CTA, like watch this, buy this, and all like CTA like this. And then we have to maintain a social and so SM calendar. So where we have laid out all the particular posts that we want to go in a particular month. So it also helps us to track our all our posts. For example, if you're working for a client, usually client have specific needs, and they ask us to create social media posts as per their budget. So for example, there was a client called Beat My Sugar, and their quota was like they wanted overall some 15 posts in a month, and in that 15 posts, some of them were like two of them were video script. Sorry, one of them was video script. They wanted 3 GIFs, and there were particular quota like this. So like I mentioned previously that there are types of social media copies. So usually client specifically choose that particular post that they want in their social media handles. So for this, when we create a social media calendar, then it helps us a lot to keep things organized. Yeah. Okay. So I thought I should do something different in this presentation. So I'll just first summarize the point. Let's start with reasons. So whenever we create a copy, we have to give the reasons. I'll just speak it out and then I'll try to present a demo. So write related content. Then I have a CTA, call to action, hashtag research, give me a suggestion to a design native if you have any. And I will also give some examples here, the work that I've done for our clients. So what I'll do now, I'll give you a demo how we should go about creating a social media copy. And of course, I'm not going to create the entire copy. I'm just gonna explain this part. Okay. So hold on a minute. Okay. So let's say I'll want to make a post on eye care. So I'm gonna think about a topic like title that is quite catchy. So let's say I'll say eat bananas before your eyes go bananas. Okay, by the way, I'm doing it right away on the spot. I haven't prepared for this, so pardon if it's not perfect. And let's see how to do the research. Just a moment, I'll show you. Now this particular post is gonna fall under eye care tips. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna search the popular post. Okay, so we can see here all the popular posts regarding eye care. So I can see here this guy is quite famous, FitTuber. Let's talk about eye problem से permanent छुटकारा कैसे पाए. Weak eyesight, dryness, strain. How to keep your eyes healthy. How to nourish and relax your eyes. Best eye drops, 3 foods practices. 5 proven eye tips for preventing eye loss vision. 5 asanas for eye care. How to improve your eyesight in 5 steps. The point I'm trying to make here is this is what people are trying to look when they search about eye care on YouTube. So what we have to do is we have to create posts around this particular topics. So because eye care is quite popular, so that's why I chose eye care. So we have to eat bananas before our eye goes bananas. So go banana, I think it means crazy. So what we can do here is we can take pointers from this point, from the comment section. We can see what people are looking for, exactly what they want. So this is where the reason part comes in. So like I mentioned here, start with reasons. So when I'm gonna write the content, I'm gonna give the reasons that why you should eat bananas, and do you have this particular eye issue, do you have a particular things. So this kind of engages readers from the start itself. And then of course then we have to keep the content related, like I mentioned here, write related content. So if your title is talking about bananas, then don't go about writing about something else. So it makes like the entire thing irrelevant, and the social media can penalize you something if the content is unrelated to the topic. When it happens, and then hashtag CTA. Then wherever you finish your copy, so if I say start with reasons, and then write related content. And then we ended with CTA. Like watch this, do this, follow us if you want more such eye tips, which I usually do for vision eye care. And then comes hashtag part. Now how to do hashtag research? So just let me open Instagram handle. Just a moment. Yeah, so whenever we start with hashtag, we have to always write the name of the brand first. For example, say Vision Care. Vision Care is one of our clients. So we have to write a name of that brand, Vision Eye Care, Eye Center. And then we have to do hashtag research. So if I'm gonna search here, eye care, I can see almost 1 million posts are talking about it. And I can see here it also talking about eye care tips, eye care everywhere. and then say I search about eye health, because it's also related to our topic, because we're talking about eye health. So you can see here there are almost 5 lakhs posts related to this. Here you can say 24,000. And then say eye clinic, because since Vision Eye Care is eye clinic, and we can see here are almost 63,000 posts. So like this, we have to create, we have to research hashtags. And in a post, we had a training session about this. In a post, we have to have maximum 15 hashtags, which have to be related, and it should go in a descending order. So the most, the one that I like showed you here, eye care, it has about 1 million posts. So you have to keep it in the beginning, and then it should go in the descending order, and it shouldn't go beyond 15 hashtags. And every particular social media has a particular limit. For example, for Twitter, it should be around I think not more than 3 hashtags. So you have to keep all this in mind. And we had a like session on this. You can also check out the PPT and get the detail more about this. And then image suggestion. Now this part is quite important, because sometimes whenever we try to create a post, it sometimes it's difficult for a designer team to visualize it. For example, like I gave example here in the good examples section. Like I give the particular image to our designer team, and I told her to create the like artwork related to this. So I have given the image reference in my copy. So how to do it? Like say, use this image as a reference. And then I'm gonna highlight it. And by the way, you have to highlight the title into yellow color. And if you have to have any suggestion to our designer team, then we have to highlight it in cyan color, and then give the link, the particular pic that you have in mind. So this is what I was saying. If we have something, अगर हमारे कुछ दिमाग में कुछ particular image है, for example, जैसे मैंने example लिया था, good examples of social media copies. So in this particular case, I have given the reference image to designer team. ये तो कोई एक place थी. Actually मुझे just when I was researching like which image should I give here, तो मुझे ये थोड़ा image मिला था. ये actually real place है. I forgot क्या नाम है इसका. But like I said, it is also helping our designer to understand what we are trying to portray, like what we want in a particular copy. So मैं वही बोल रहा था कि like we have to keep the title in yellow color, and then when we have particular suggestion to the designer team, we have to keep it in cyan color, and then give the link, the whatever link that we want to. And like I was saying, this is structure of a particular copy, and you can check out this link, where I can also written on Jeff's social media carousel post and other types of social media copies that I talked about. Okay, so that's all from my end. I'm gonna request Kusum to take over.
Yes, thank you, Siddesh. Okay, let's understand how to make good social media posts. Okay, here are 5 elements for creating remarkable social media design. First is color. It's no secret that colors evoke emotions. So when choosing colors for social media posts, keep in mind the message you want to communicate, because the colors you use will amplify it. Okay, also you have to pay attention to colors to fit your overall branding identity. Let's understand this with an example. So यहाँ पे आप सब एडवर्टीज़मेंट देख पा रहे होंगे. ये 7up का एडवर्टीज़मेंट है. यहाँ पे आप देख पा रहे होंगे कि यहाँ पे 4 कलर्स का यूज़ करा है डिज़ाइनर ने इस एडवर्टीज़मेंट को बनाने के लिए। सो क्या आप में से कोई बता सकता है कि ये कलर्स क्यों यूज़ करे गए हैं?
नॉट रियली श्योर, बट ये कलर्स काफ़ी अपबीट है. I mean, these are not dark colors, so it obviously signifies some kind of fun, I think. Light, and good mood, happy.
यस एग्जैक्टली। यहाँ पे जो पिंक कलर यूज़ हुआ है इट्स शोइंग द स्वीटनेस ऑफ द सोडा। नेक्स्ट येलो इज शोइंग एनर्जी एंड हैप्पीनेस। एंड द इमेज, जो भी इमेज यहाँ पे यूज़ हुई है, आपको इसको देख के ही थोड़ी समर वाली वाइब्स आ रही होंगी। सो कभी भी हम कोई भी डिज़ाइन बना रहे हैं तो हम मेक श्योर करते हैं कि जो हम कलर्स यूज़ कर रहे हैं वो हमारी कलर सिलेक्शन बहुत अच्छी हो। नेक्स्ट थिंग, हम जो कलर यूज़ कर रहे हैं वो हमारे ब्रांड के साथ जाएं। ठीक है, हम अपनी ब्रांड को दिमाग में सोच के ही कलर्स यूज़ करें। ठीक है, जैसे यहाँ पे 7 अप देखते हो, यहाँ पे उन कलर का उन्होंने यूज़ करा है जो इनके ब्रांड कलर्स है, लाइक येलो, ग्रीन, वाइट। ओके, सो नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज कॉन्ट्रास्ट. Probably nothing draws people attention more than posts that use contrast. Okay, so when choosing your colors, it's best not to use too many to avoid overwhelming your audience. That's so simple. अगर हम बहुत सारे कलर्स यूज़ करेंगे तो या कलर्स डू हैव मीनिंग, बट दैट डजंट मीन कि हम कोई भी कलर यूज़ कर ले बिकॉज कलर्स दिस कलर शोइंग अटेंशन. फॉर एग्जांपल रेड इज शोइंग अटेंशन, तो हमने रेड कलर यूज़ कर लिया एंड वी आर यूजिंग मल्टीपल कलर्स, तो दैट डजंट मीन सेंस. सो यू कैन क्रिएट स्ट्राइकिंग कॉन्ट्रास्ट by typography, by choosing the best colors. उन्हीं कलर्स में कंट्रास्ट क्रिएट करके, थोड़ा फॉन्ट का साइज़ बड़ा करके, छोटा करके, ओके, कैप्स करके, कुछ चीज़ें जिनमें आपको एम्फसाइज करना है. ओके, सो अगर आप इस चीज़ को और अच्छे से समझे तो यहाँ पे आप माइंडलेट की पोस्ट देख पा रहे होंगे. तो यहाँ पे माइंडलेट की पोस्ट में फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमने जो कलर यूज़ करे हैं वो हमारे ब्रांड कलर हैं. हमने उससे ही कॉन्ट्रास्ट क्रिएट करने की कोशिश करी है. नेक्स्ट, टू हाईलाइट थिंग्स, जैसे रिचेस्ट मैन इन एशिया, ये हमें लोगों को अच्छे से लोगों का फोकस इस पॉइंट पे रखना था हमें, तो हमने उसको कैप्स करा है एंड बोल्ड करा है. सो दिस इज़ हाउ यू कैन अचीव कॉन्ट्रास्ट. ओके, आई थिंक दिस पॉइंट इज क्लियर.
Yeah.
Okay, now third is typography. So once you get your audience attention with contrast and color, they will most probably read the text too. So अगर हमने अच्छे से बिल्कुल कलर सिलेक्शन ले लिया है, हमने कंट्रास्ट भी क्रिएट कर लिया है अपनी पोस्ट में, देन जो हमें ध्यान देने वाली चीज़ है वो है हमारे फॉन्ट. ओके, सो वेदर यू यूज़ अ सेरिफ फॉन्ट, वेदर यू यूज़ अ सेंस सेरिफ फॉन्ट, आप अपनी पोस्ट का मूड देखो कि वो किस तरीके की पोस्ट है, किस तरीके का ब्रांड है, क्या पहले से ही कोई फॉन्ट है उस ब्रांड के. सो चूज़ द बेस्ट फॉन्ट. ओके, नेक्स्ट, if your social media design has text on it, try to arrange your element so that the text will appear in an F pattern. Okay, so it is believed that anything that we write in F pattern, okay, जो भी रीडर्स हैं उनके लिए वो कंफर्टेबल रहता है. ठीक है, समझना, उस टेक्स्ट को रीड करना. ओके, नाउ व्हाट इज़ एफ पैटर्न? एफ पैटर्न इज़ द वे आवर आइज मूव. ओके, कोई भी चीज़ अगर हम देख रहे हैं, वेदर इट्स अ पोस्ट, वेदर वी आर स्क्रॉलिंग अ वेबसाइट, आवर आइज मूव इन अ सर्टेन वे एंड दैट वे इज नोन एज एफ पैटर्न. ओके, सो now what is F pattern? So the F pattern is the way our eyes move when we read content online. Okay, so हम इस इमेज से समझते हैं कि what is F pattern. आप यहाँ पे देख रहे होंगे कि यहाँ पे कुछ कलर्स यूज़ करे हैं, लाइक रेड, येलो, ब्लू. सो जो रेड कलर है वहाँ पे जो भी आपका व्यूअर है वो सबसे पहले जो चीज़ देख रहा है वो है रेड कलर से दिखाई गई है। देन येलो जो चीज़ है उस पर सबसे कम, उससे रेड वाले से कम फोकस जा रहा है। देन सबसे लीस्ट जो फोकस में आती है इट्स दैट ब्लू एरिया, एंड जहाँ पे व्यूअर के बिल्कुल भी अटेंशन जा ही नहीं रहा वो है वाइट एरिया। ओके, सो सबसे पहले अगर हम ब्रीफ में जाने, सो फर्स्टली जो भी व्यूअर है सबसे पहले वो देखता है कि कोई इम्पॉर्टेंट हेडिंग्स लिखी हुई है, ठीक है। सबसे पहले वो टॉप ऑफ द पेज देखता है। देन वो देखता है left side of the page to view numericals and bullet points. Lastly, across the page to read the bolded text and subheadings. Okay. Fourth is hierarchy. Hierarchy is arrangement of items from lowest to the highest. Okay. So by using visual hierarchy, you are guiding your audience through the visual information from your post. Okay. So this hierarchy is based on some principle, which is gestatal principles. Now what is gestatal principle? When we see a object, our brain start simplifying things for us. Like इसमें कोई similar object है जो हमने पहले देखा हो। So कोई भी complex चीज़ हम कभी भी देखते हैं तो हमारा brain उसको simplify करके हमें चीज़ें दिखाता है। ओके, सो हम डिज़ाइन में भी इसको किस तरीके से ध्यान में रखते हैं वो हम देख लेते हैं। आप यहाँ पे एग्ज़ाम्पल देख पा रहे होंगे ये इमेज। सो क्या आप में से कोई बता सकता है कि इसमें क्या है?
ट्रायंगल, पैकमैन।
यस यस यस। अगर कोई भी नॉर्मल पर्सन इसको देख रहा है जिसको ये नहीं पता कि इसमें, मतलब अगर कोई भी नॉर्मल पर्सन इसमें देख रहा है तो हमें ये लगेगा कि इसमें एक ट्रायंगल है, या फिर हम ये कहेंगे कि यहाँ पे 3 सर्कल है उसके ऊपर एक ट्रायंगल ओवरलैप कर रहा है। बट इन रियलिटी यहाँ पे जिसने भी इसको ये डिज़ाइन करा है उसने सिर्फ 3 पैकमैन का यूज़ करा है, उसको उसने रोटेट करके शो कर दिया है। ओके, जैसे कि यहाँ पे जिम्मी चू की कैरोसल पोस्ट में देख सकते हो कि यहाँ पे जो डिज़ाइनर है उसने एक चीज़ सब में कॉमन रखी है। वो क्या है? वो है बैकग्राउंड। जो जिस भी डिज़ाइनर ने क्रिएट करा है उसने जो बैकग्राउंड है वो सब में सेम रखा है, सो दैट जो हमारा फोकस जाए वो प्रोडक्ट पे जाए, लाइक शूज़ पे या बैग पे। नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज स्टाइल. Style is a combination of all the elements that create a visual. Typography, colors, brand logo, etc. You can let your brand visual identity dedicate your social media feed style. Let's understand this with an example. आप सबने Fabulously का social media handle देखा होगा. In Fabulously we only use brand colors. Like आप कभी भी Fabulously का सोशल मीडिया फीड स्क्रॉल कर रहे हो तो आप ये नहीं बोलोगे कि ये कौन सा कलर यूज़ हो गया है, ये कौन सा फॉन्ट यूज़ हो गया है. वी ओनली यूज़ ब्रांड कलर्स. कोई भी व्यूअर उस पेज को विज़िट करता है सो ही और शी सीज कंसिस्टेंसी, एंड इससे हमारा सोशल मीडिया एस्थेटिकली प्लीजिंग लगता है और व्यूअर के लिए ये समझना इजी हो जाता है, ये तो Fabulously है या ये तो ये वाला ब्रांड है. So these were the 5 points that we should keep in mind while creating social media if you want to create stunning post. Thank you.